What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Alphaville, and we're returning to Salvation 1997. Thank you once again to Jan, as well as to all the folks who've been following this journey for now, I feel like a couple years, and I feel like I'm just about at the end of the period where I'm posting these originally on Patreon. I'm reasonably confident that in the next 3 to 4 days I'll be getting control of my YouTube again, so hopefully you're seeing this on YouTube in, I guess, early November of 2025. But yes, we are continuing, as I said, with Salvation, and the next tune is Guardian Angel. It's a common phrase, whether it's meant more metaphysically or more colloquially, the idea of someone who looks over, watches out for, and protects someone under their care. So whether, again, you're talking about someone like Clarence in It's a Wonderful Life, or just a guardian in, let's say, a more legal sense, be it a parent, an authority figure who's taken a sympathetic interest in someone, a good friend, or a person who otherwise is sensitive to dangers related to and interested in finding the best outcomes for someone that they are guarding and watching over like an angel. So yeah, I would maybe expect it to be less metaphysical and more, again, colloquial, someone close in your life who, you know, wards off danger and is intent on making sure that the person they're looking after is not being harmed or is not in danger. So yeah, I would expect it to be a bit more secular, let's say, but of course it could function on multiple levels, or it could legitimately be about divine angels coming down to look out for specific humans. So let's see what it is in practice. This is Alphaville, the tune is Guardian Angel, and it's from their 1997 album, Salvation.
Just what a light, that is all I'm asking for. Take me under your wing, I can't make it anymore. Oh, I'm so full of fear. May you read a book to me, and while the shadow grows, won't you stay with me? Please hold my hand, don't you ever let it go. All the wonders of the world, for a little second more. Oh, I can't speak, but can't you see, it's your touch I'm crying for. That is all I'm asking for. That is all I need to know. That is all I'm asking for.
It's acid.
Be my God, just until dawn, when I can hear the birds again. I'm as helpless as can be. Will you guard my little flame? If we never meet again, you shall always keep in mind that you were my God tonight. That you were my God tonight. Will you be my God?
That's a tune. And you know, a lot of their tracks from the mid 80s are very much dance floor tunes. This is a dance floor tune, but you can definitely tell there's been 10 years of music development and stylistic evolution because their danceable stuff in the first couple albums, they sound very, again, electronic synth pop. This is a dance floor tune, a club tune, but it's definitely more like 90s trance. Now, there's some different elements in there. I think there's a guitar in there, but there's also, I think, a bit of acid riffing along the way. There's definitely these, you know, big, fluttering trance-like melodies. There's also these pretty dramatic, almost like, you know, gothic organ chords at some point. Certainly I noticed those closer to the end. Marion's voice sounds great. I guess that is one particular continuity throughout their catalog and over the years up to where I've gotten to in their discography. But yeah, I enjoy, again, like the 90s club trance stylings of this one. As, again, someone who started going to rave parties in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s, I am especially sympathetic to certain stylings that speak to my own experience of going to dance parties. Admittedly, less clubs, more, you know, like underground or like warehouse dance parties. Although, fair to say, there was one club night in LA which was kind of like club music in Europe at the time. It was called Magic Wednesdays, and it was, I forget the name of the club up in LA, but they played like trance and techno and, you know, kind of like underground house, whereas most clubs at that time were playing like, you know, top 40 like pop music, you know, a lot of which would have dance stylings and, you know, steady 4/4 beat and so on. But Magic Wednesdays was like a club night for ravers, is I guess the best way to put it. So if this track had played then, it might be a bit more vocal than a lot of the stuff that was being played at that event, that weekly event, but I think it would have fit right in because, again, there's a lot of electronic trance stylings in this tune. Lyrically, I feel, at first I was like, oh, like, you know, because I was thinking about the title of the album, Salvation. It's like, you know, maybe it is more like spiritual and, you know, genuinely supernatural or metaphysical. But then the idea of like, stay with me tonight, and if we never meet again, you know, I'll still, you know, we'll remember each other, we'll keep each other in mind because, you know, you guarded me tonight. So I feel like with those kind of lines, it comes back down and it might be more about like a passionate emotional experience, or, you know, someone being protected in a psycho-emotional sense, you know, by another human. But certainly, you know, it seems to speak to tonight specifically. So whatever need the narrator has, it's pretty immediate, and he needs this protection. He needs someone to guard over him while he sleeps and until he can wake up and hear the birds singing. So in that regard, you know, it sounds less like maybe physical intimacy and more like, you know, just stay with me tonight. I want to sleep next to someone. I don't want to be alone. You know, maybe there's worry or, you know, just the weight of the world is bearing down on him, and he needs someone to, you know, watch over him while he sleeps in maybe a more literal sense. So yeah, I caught some phrases and some lines along the way, but I'm not quite sure how my interpretation fits in with what is, you know, the entire thematic overview of the song. But either way, definitely another cool tune. Again, showing their variety, you know, synth pop, bluesy kind of tunes, and, you know, deeper, more like natural instrument type ballads. Like, there's been a lot of variety in their catalog, and they clearly continue to evolve. So I'm enjoying the journey. Let me know what you think of this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.